Oh, we just didn't score. I mean, we, had, all three times had a negative play on first or second down that just got us behind the count and wind up being, 4th and 4 on those, and 4th and 3.5, and it was 10-point game, I think, in two of the three situations. So, I felt like I had to make it a 7-point game. But those were times we needed to score when we got down there. Ran 98 plays, we scored 30 points. I mean, you should score more points than that off 98 plays, excuse me. Blocked a punt for a touchdown. I tell you, our guys, after looking at the film, I'm proud of how hard our guys played. Our guys are playing really hard. But really, the story, after I looked at the film, was, we gave up a little bit more rushing than what we should have. We needed to really make them one-dimensional. There was just and really defensively, it was just big plays. We left in really about 4 critical errors that we haven't made. We left the back uncovered. Twice, one time out of the backfield on a flat route, one time on a swing route, and it was just, critical errors. We haven't, that hurt us. So big, it was really big plays. They had a lot of, they hit one post down the field. That's about it. And that was, the guy did a good job, great throw, and our guy was right there contesting it, just didn't make the play. But there wasn't a lot of, I thought after looking at the film, they had a lot of drop balls too. They had a lot of intermediate plays, but, we were contesting them. Really the thing that hurt us defensively that helped them score points was the, really 4 critical errors that allowed them to have big, huge chunk gains that were really big. Batted ball. We're the best. I mean, I can't fault our, Manny's been tremendous taking care of the football. We've had, I think, 3 interceptions off batted balls, and we're supposed to cut the guy down, and we don't get him cut down. He gets back up off the ground. He made a great play, but it's usually a pretty safe call. We didn't throw it. He didn't it was a batted ball, so it wasn't like he made the wrong read or something like that, or was being careless with the ball at all. It's a batted ball, and we but it could have been avoided with better fundamental technique up front. We're supposed to cut the guy down. We kind of halfway cut him down, but if we run the proper technique, he would have been on the ground, and that wouldn't happen. It actually would have been a big play. We had the thing blocked there, and then our footwork with our quarterback was delayed too. So it was just one of those plays that we got to be better fundamentally on that. But that was definitely we were at a point where we had a lot of momentum. We were tempoing them. It's 14-0. We've got a chance to go down and make it 21, and that's 1st and 10. So that was a backbreaker, but I mean, you gotta pick up and go on from that. And then I thought our guys coming back, blocking the punt for a touchdown. Really proud of those guys on our punt block team, our special teams unit. That tied the score up. So I thought that was another play in the game that could have been huge. And then, we just didn't. The next series, we got to play defense, and we didn't. They went back down and scored. So, got to give them credit too.
Did you see UCLA start to load the box up on you guys after you're running well early? And if that happened, what are you trying to do to maybe break that down?
No, I mean, in our league, everybody's going to play man free, and they're going to put 6 and 7 guys in the box based on how many you have in there. So we were blocking with 6, and they had a 7-man box most of the night. But they never stopped us. We ran the ball really. If it would, what we go back offense, we had almost 600 yards of offense. The big thing was just not scoring touchdowns in the gold zone, and You know, I mean, the only thing we could have done differently is, one, we got to be more efficient in the gold zone, which we have been. We've been very, very efficient down there, and we had some mistakes on some of the pass plays. We had a drop ball down there, and then the fourth downs. You know, I mean, if I had them do over again, knowing what I know now, I'd have went for it on every one of them. But I thought it was, you know, where we're at and the down and distance, it was maybe not have been going for it on the fourth down at around I think it was around the 48-yard line or whatever it was, 45, 6-yard line. You know, we got to do a better job of executing there. I thought that was the one that was tough, but at the time I wanted to be aggressive there because, you know, I felt like we were struggling to stop them. So I just didn't want to punt the ball back to them, and that was about 40-something, 45, 46 yards of field position that were important because it was just a one-score game. But at the end of the day, we got to play. We didn't play good enough defense to stop them. Gave up too many points, and most of that was, a lot of it was off critical errors that we just got to get cleaned up. It hurt us not having Daz. I mean, but we got young guy, obviously Evan playing there. DeMonte King got in there some, so there was having a different guy in there was a little bit challenging, but and they did a good job of attacking that. So Rosen was really, really good. I mean, we had several chances to sack him and couldn't get him down. You know, I think when you're going against that guy, you have to get after him, and we weren't able to do that. Really good team. They're just like any much more aggressive. A lot of got very talented running backs, very talented skill players. The quarterback's a really good operator. A lot of misdirection. A lot of they're going to trick play you as well. But they had Stanford beat. So I think Colorado was a one-score game there. They played very, very well at home, just like most people in our league are going to play better at home than on the road. And it's their senior day, and I know we're going to get their best game. Our guys have got to go on the road and got an early kickoff, which which I kind of like. I like playing during the day, so our guys know that we got to go get a win, and on the road it's not going to be easy. So we have tremendous respect for them, for their players. They got very, very good players, just like anybody else. They've been close in a lot of games. They just obviously had the coaching change, and then they've played with spirit. They've played with enthusiasm, and this is their senior day. So not a senior in the country is not going to get up and play their best game on their senior day. But it's all about us. It's about us going and playing disciplined football and getting after it and being hungry to get the next win.
You mentioned after the UCLA game not running the ball enough. Did you still feel that way?
Oh, no, we ran the ball plenty. I mean, we ran the ball very well. We had, I don't know, 380 yards rushing, so we ran it. I just, when we got down there, I was frustrated. It was frustrating getting in the gold zone and not scoring touchdowns because that's just something we haven't done. We've been, I think, as good as anybody in the country in red zone and gold zone. What I call gold zones inside the 10. These were plays inside the 5, and we had, we got to be able to run those into the end zone. Is the easiest way to do it, and the best way to do it. And got to give them credit though. They kind of bent but didn't break down in there and did a good job. And then that was the difference, really. It was a close game. It was a one-score game. The difference was us kicking 3 field goals as opposed to that's 12 points. If those are touchdowns instead, and then we missed a field goal and then the interception for the touchdown. I think that's 22 points. So that was there's a lot of hidden things like that. But our guys, I tell you, they played extremely hard. I thought we did a lot of good things right. Our guys gave great effort, showed great heart. We just made too many mistakes. That was kind of the thing that was frustrating. We made a lot of mistakes in just alignment and assignment on defense that we have not made, that were critical in the game. I think Coach said that there were like 150 yards of offense in the air that was the ball wasn't thrown more than 3 yards down the field, and so it was the swing pattern, the fullback and the flat weak. We had guys that we just absolutely made a mental mistake and didn't cover them, left them uncovered, and those were big gainers and big plays that in critical situations that hurt us. And then what I was meaning about, we needed to. We get down in the go zone, we got to score, So, but no, it was that was frustrating because it was one that, boy, you really felt like a game that, we let get away from us. But going back and looking at it the second time through, we didn't play good enough defense to win the game. We rushed the ball well, but we also made errors offensively that stopped our ability to score touchdowns. But our guys, and then same thing from a special team standpoint. We did some good things. We scored on special teams. That was one of our big focuses is continuing to be explosive there. But we also, in the punting game, our coverage a little bit, and then some of our punts weren't where we wanted them to be.
Coach, the last time you guys were on the road and playing with the state, you guys lost to 24 teams that.
Mm-hmm.
You guys a chance to win the actual championship standings.
Mm-hmm.
What's the mindset of some of those guys who were on that team going up there?
I think our guys don't think about all that stuff. Our guys are focused on getting the next win, getting bowl eligible, and our guys were they put a lot into this, and these guys have been a great group to coach and work with. I think they're focused on right now. Their thought process is on their seniors and winning this next game and getting bowl eligible. That's it.
Speaking of bowl eligibility, any added pressure to get this next win to become bowl eligible, or is it just like
No, I mean the pressure would have been to beat USC and beat UCLA. I mean, and win the conference championship. That'd be the pressure. We just don't. That's not something that we don't even talk about that. We talk about winning championships, and but we did talk about it after this game that we got to get things corrected. We got to get better. We got to have a great week of practice, and for these seniors, we need to go get bowl eligible. And we have 2 games left in the regular season, and the next one's the most important. And then you go to the next one.